He's the player with foot in opponent's mouth disease, Carl Perfect Legend White.
Real quick, my comprehensive fight game strategy guidebook, Game Fu Way of the Digital Fist, is now available in paperback. When you're ready to take your game to the next level for the new era, the link is in the description. Now let's get into the video. With all the changes and updates and Street Fighter, of course more stuff probably will come for MK down the line, and also Tekken. No matter what is strong or not, or what's nerfed, what's buffed, you still have to like have mental toughness on what you're fighting against, because a lot of people will quit a game because the strategy might be really annoying to fight against and they may not how to navigate it or deal with it. But for the most part, you have to accept the game as it is. All you can do is try to fight a strategy around the stuff that you're fighting against, and you pretty much just got to be like above the bullshit, man. Like, there's a lot of bullshit in every fighting game. You just have to be above it. You have to know how to challenge it. That's more than just not letting it tilt you, but that's also knowing the strategy on dealing with it. That's what makes the mark of a good player, and separates people who get top 8 and who win, or who don't. Because you can't let the strategy psych you out of your matches. I mean, psych you out of a match. Like, the character you play against, you might be like, oh my god, this character, oh my goodness, I want to deal with X, Y, and Z, and you basically psych yourself out. Instead, you want to be prepared for it so you can deal with it accordingly. If the thing has no counterplay, then it don't got no counterplay. But for the most part, a lot of things do. It's just that you gotta figure out what it is. But that's how you can tell who's strong or not, based on, you know, how good they are versus the top tier stuff. Like, can they challenge it? Do they overcome it often? And then there are things in the games that aren't even real, but they might look like they're top tier. So that's just, of course, you want to lab that and figure that out. Like, for example, in Tekken, this game, King's Jaguar run options are all smoke and mirrors. There's like nothing to be afraid of. You can literally counter hit him out of every option as soon as he points at you and he starts running, because he loses his armor after he points. And a lot of people get blown up by that because they freeze up and they're afraid. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be above the bullshit. If something's bullshit, you got to figure out why it is and how to shut it down. Because all these characters got, even though Devil Jin's getting nerfed in the sense his heat smash will be easier to sidestep, it's still gonna be hard to sidestep. It's so fast, and apparently they decrease the range on it, but if you do it in the right range, is good. It's probably like right outside of 442 range or something, but that's the best place it seems to use it. If I use it too far out, people destroy me. Honestly, it whiffs, they make a whiff or whatever. And also, his laser scraper is supposed to have better tracking on the last hit if the second hit hits you. So I think it's more evened out. Still got to be like above the nonsense. I mean, Asuzena, I don't know how many characters are above her, and also Dragunov. They both had really strong running attacks. Asuzena's was faster, led to so many plus frames, but now she's just +2, which I think is a lot more fair than where it was before, because you couldn't challenge her. But you still, no matter what, had to be above her bullshit. You have to be ready to go into battle and fight that. I'm glad they nerfed it though. Thank you, Namco, or Bandai Namco. Appreciate it very much. The changes though, man, it's survival of the fittest. Whoever adapts the fastest and can get their game plan assimilated into the game. It's a lot. It can be pretty problematic to try to grind a game, and if you don't have enough time and you can't get assimilated to what's going on, you're gonna get bodied. The NA players got a wake-up call, Evo Japan, and there's a dude who was basically praying for a balance patch because all they do is play top. They're going to pick the cheap stuff. You got to pick the cheap stuff. You either are above the bullshit, or you're getting abused, or you're abusing the bullshit, or you're getting abused by the bullshit. That's just how it is, man. That's why old boy Chikurin did what he had to do. Like, people want to win, man. They gotta go in. GM said he doesn't feel like any NA players are that good at Tekken 8. What do I think about that? Like, all of them? Because that's a lot of players. I mean, that's his opinion. Maybe he can go into more detail. I ain't focused on how good everybody else is. I'm trying to beat everybody. So if they're weaker, good for me. I don't care. I'm glad I ain't got to fight Jop or Jin Kid or Tran every like bracket or every part of the stage of the tournament. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. Y'all all washed up now. Exactly. If I had to fight y'all in your prime, I would be like, oh my god. Jin Kid actually messaged me today and yesterday, so he's still alive and well. He said his computer is fucked up and he has to get it fixed. No, he just asks for games. He wants to play. I told him learn his B&Bs, but yeah, I don't know, man. Why GM says that? I mean, is he watching everybody? Has he played people? Like, man, these people suck. I do know a lot of NA are knowledge checking people, and they're just winning off that. But I mean, everyone has their path to go, and before they're really good. So I mean, a lot happened in terms of the scene goes, like, you know, with the pandemic and stuff. A lot of people weren't traveling. There's a whole new breed of players now. A lot of players that were playing, a lot of them aren't even around no more, or they're around but like they don't play. Or the ones that do play, I mean, they just been around. You don't notice that they've been around a minute, like Wayne Gamble. Also, like players like me, Q-Downs, they're all still around too. Asia embarrassing NA. I didn't get to see any of the matches, but hey, man, if they were just getting bodied, they were just getting bodied. They gotta get better. I don't know what happened to Shadow. He says they're good, not godlike. Okay, well, he probably don't feel. Well, here's the thing, man. GM actually has really high level experience in Tekken. Like, I watched him beat Knee, Nin, Whole Man, all those guys, and the height of what people would say is super duper high level Tekken, especially during Tekken 6. And this is without, you know, the I don't want to say the crutch, but the assistance of the heat engagers and stuff. Like, he was beating them with Lee, and they just playing all the characters they play right now. Delgin, Steve, Lars, etc. But yeah, I mean, the game. All right, so wait, is Chikurin Japanese or is he Korean? I forgot. I'm gonna assume he's Japanese, but it's their game. They made the game, and they played a lot too. He probably knew Lily was really good. Lily, I think, if everyone had her sidestep evasion, then a lot of stuff people complain about wouldn't be as difficult to deal with. But Lily is playing real Tekken because, you know, she can step everything, and then she's still got strong back turn mix-ups and in heat and stuff. So I mean, he did a good job as far as picking his the character select. And you said I only started maining Tekken. Well, you agree because I only started maining Tekken for a few months, and I'm not far from the top NA players. I mean, yeah, true. But hey, man, I'm not ass at fighting games. I mean, I am a 3D fighting game world champion in DOA, and then I do have like hella experience and like knowledge and kind of mentorship from people.
You what?
Playing Tekken. So I understand the game at a certain level too, on a classical standpoint. So that helps. And also, man, I'm carried by Devil Shin. And I'm carried by Heat Smash, and I don't know. But yeah, dude, like, I know how to play Tekken. I've trained with Evo finalists and champions, or at least gotten to run games with them, and I understand where they're coming from, to where like the game for me is just knowledge check at this point. I'm not worried about, oh, someone's gonna outguess me. No. I don't care about that. But yeah, carried by Hell Sweep. Yeah, Jimmy J Tran got top 47. I mean, top 24, and he's like semi-retired. Yeah, isn't it funny? Like a lot of these players that are super exceptional don't even have sponsors or nothing. But yeah, and I saw Tekken Master got top 8. He got 7th or 8th with Lars mixing people up and Eddie. But yeah, people gotta get better at the game in general because there are certain moves they're not using, utilizing. But yeah.